It has been 2 weeks since we had a little chat, and then we chatted up a storm as we ploughed forwards with our Merc bus to overland vehicle conversion. We installed our 4.5 meter long awning, we started to prime Meraai's ample bodywork, and we also began with the final insulation of our ceiling and installed the vent over our bedroom. Of course, as is the norm on our build, we changed the design of our rear lights. Well, we've decided they're going to go there, vertically. This week, courtesy of our non-existent leaders, we slow down as the lights go out again and again. But the show must go on, and while I was away, I was sent the usual dodgy videos by Bram of the team's progress. We shift our attention to Meraai's ample front region and start working on her Mokulu big nose. And Nikki continued insulating our interior, and the end results are fantastic. All this and so much more in episode 107 of A Dream Called Meraai. It is a new week, it is a new day, and listen, we are being serenaded by the gentle hum of generators. I mean, we've had stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, stage 6, stage 3, stage 2, stage 5. Come on, man, this is like really hectic stuff, and obviously it is messing with our build. It's been a while since we chatted, and while I was away, the guys have been working on Meraai's nose, and Bram has said to me he's gonna ask me to stop filming at some stage, because the last 2 weeks or so there will be nothing coming from me, because he wants to surprise me when he does the big reveal. But I think that's going to probably be towards the end of January. So enough of my waffling, let's see what the boys have been busy with. And busy they have been. This is what we can look forward to regarding the new look for our rear light cluster. We could have gone for an off-the-shelf rear tail light, but why take the easy route? I mean, this is Meraai, and she is not an easy girl. You just need to watch Markiplier and Chris for a few minutes to realize just how difficult Meraai can be. When I left Josie a few days ago, this is what her nose looked like. Now Chris needs to make this mess into something phenomenal. A challenge like none other. Chris now needs to find anchor points and secure those anchor points so that we can attach all the bodywork for the nose. And there's been a lot of like serious chiropractor work done on the front shades. They had to pull bits of steel out, and because the right and the left side, they didn't line up, the measurements were totally different. While I was in the big smoke, Chris has made some progress. But first, let's see what Nikki has been up to. While Markiplier and Chris has been working on the nose, his mini-me Nikki has been starting to finalize all the sealing up of our ablutions, and yeah, they're looking good. Nikki is doing the finicky task of sealing the edges in our ablutions. We cannot allow any moisture to get behind any of the side paneling, so this is a critical part of our ablutions construction.
What are you going to put along the edges there?
Those strips that have been cut, these ones, I've been making them.
Oh, okay.
Nikki was a real busy little bee while we were away. Our ceiling is looking awesome. All the isotherm is neatly secured by our friend Pierre de Brain's donated foil bubble wrap, and soon we will be installing our PVC ceiling boards. Over in the paint shop, all the doors for our compartments are getting sealed to get ready for their coat of primer. Another step closer to our final exterior paint job. Back inside Meraai, 4 of our 6 speakers are in place. Bram sent me this dodgy video playing his dodgy music to show me that we will be able to listen to my blues and jazz as we cruise Southern Africa. However, before that dream materializes, we have a few little things to build. It is hump day, middle of the week, and yeah, as you can hear, we've still been serenaded And today, well, the time now, it's just 10 to 8. We are without power from 7 in the morning till 11, which is the most productive time of day for most businesses, because people are sharp at that time of day. But yeah, we just got to suck it up, don't we? Workers all been focused on the front of this vehicle now, and I mean, daily things are changing as the guys see stuff, and it's quite a complicated little setup that we have got, and it has to look right, and it has to look beautiful, and it has to be functional. Lots of must-haves and lots to do. Markiplier, Chris and Bram are busy pulling a pretty large rabbit out of the hat. Day in and day out, our Chris measures, cuts and grinds away. So now Meraai is giving Chris more grey hairs than he's already got, and that's a lot, because when he measures this side, there's a certain angle to the metal from the headlight. When he measures on that side, it's different. And that's because, well, she's a multiple personality kind of a girl. Let's take a look at what the metalwork maestro is busy creating. Our headlights are in their final position, and our Ford Raptor grille has been chopped up a wee bit. That space in the middle is for something really special. Let us not forget that our Meraai is a good old Merc deep down in her heart. Lots of banging around is needed to make our basic frame. Every little component needs to be made from scratch. It is hard physical work. Then those components are test fitted. Adjustments are made. Millimeters shaved off, then a final fitting and welding. Everything you see here needs to be refined to the point of perfection. A huge effort to give us a surface to work with, so that we can end up with a bonnet that is along these lines. You're just going to have to tolerate that noise, because I at East Coast Scratch and Dent still haven't got power. Meraai's bonnet is not going to be unsimilar to what you see here on this Quantum. It's just not going to have this little sort of, there's an angle here. It's going to be more rounded and a little bit more over here. Almost like that, the nose of the old Bedfords, but not quite. But this is very close, just a bit bigger, a lot wider. Of course, in order to do all of this, we need an old frame, an expensive old frame. I thought my days of buying steel were over, but we need steel for the nose. So this is 1.8 millimeter, so it's thicker than the stuff the Zintek that we use on the side, because you don't want any dings from stones or anything in your bonnet. So yeah, it's a little bit thicker, but I'm really hoping this is the last steel we need to buy. I really hope so. Bram and Chris use the clear plastic sheeting to see how the curves of the bonnet will be constructed.
Bram, basically you're building a nose from nothing.
Yes.
What are the biggest challenges here?
It's the curves, the roundness of it, and obviously there must be like a stripe into it to round it off better.
Mm-hmm.
So it is now at first is to make sure that it's going to fit, the bonnet's going to fit 100%, especially on the edges here where we, on the round sides, that it fits with your fender that we're building here as well.
Chris's metalwork on the nose here is becoming more and more elaborate. I'm not even going to pretend to know what the hell is going on. I haven't the foggiest clue. I decided to ask Chris for a please explain.
All the way to there. Run through here, follow the line. This is a rib for inside, that's the hinge. This is the top one. So the hinge needs to hinge on there, carry. So I just want to secure this rib properly to there, so it's solid.
Did you get that? Were you paying attention? If not, don't stress, because you and me both are a bit befuddled. With Chris banging away in the background, let's talk t-shirt competition. This week, quite a few of you fall to the wayside in our Guess the Date competition. and that prize of a very rare Meraai t-shirt. So while Chris is busy beating some steel to death behind me, this is a list of the oaks that are still in the running at the moment. Regular viewers will recall I've closed off entries because obviously you can't keep it open because the oaks who enter right at the end. The oaks who enter right at the end have a better chance of getting it right. So this week, those of you who are going out of here, no chance of a t-shirt for you are Sean, you said 15 December, no bre. Theo Libber, 15 December, sorry but. The Fillions, Andre and Celia, 15 December, no. E. Hoffman, 16 December, no. Edwin Smith, 16 December, bre. Brian, you said 20th of December, and Evil said 21 December. Up to there, everybody. Sorry man, those very rare and exclusive t-shirts ain't gonna be on your bodies. From mid-Jan, Yucks are still in with it, and at the moment my money is on round about mid-Feb, maybe end of Jan, mid-Feb, maybe. Who will walk away with our one-of-a-kind T-Hempy? We will know soon enough. Chris has reached a milestone in Meraai's nose construction. He's been at this for hours. A bit more cutting and smoothing, removing a tack here and a tack there, and voila! And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is how you make a bonnet hinge from Nikki's. Nothing, nada. Once all this is cleaned up, we can start looking at placing the skin on Meraai's nose. But first, so this side is now done, now to do the other side. Everything you see here would not be possible were it not for the massive commitment from Mariki, my soulmate and Meraai's namesake. Every time Mariki sees Meraai, she falls further in love with her.
What do you think of Meraai's nose job?
Not bad, she's gonna have a very sexy nose.
Nice.
Very
But the
nice.
overall look, I mean,
It's looking amazing. I mean, now I can really imagine what it's gonna look like. And every time I come now, there's such huge progress. It's wow, nice work to Chris and Bram and the guys.
Hopefully, when we next meet up, Meraai will be boasting skin on her new nose. And that's it for this week. I suppose one can just say it's been a pretty nosy week. And yeah, but good progress has been made on the front of the vehicle, but it is, you can see, it's really time consuming stuff. It's been a weird week. I see old Dorata, he's gone on a little bit of a walkabout. I don't blame the oak. Wish him well. I think the rest of us are going to chop off a little bit, but hey. Also, a lot of you are going to be getting on the roads. Please drive defensively, not aggressively. You're just going to annoy people, and that can make for a very unpleasant drive. So if you are on the road, just take it easy, get to your destinations safely. And when you're there, just remember, even if you're in a paradise part of South Africa, remember you are still in South Africa. Same rules apply. Look after yourself, look after your possessions, look after your families, and keep safe. Remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. You will find us under A Dream Called Meraai. Until next time, keep your dreams alive.